and welcome to Co-op Guild. This is Steve here, Kim.
Hi, everyone.
We're here with Co-op Corner. So this is our monthly news segment talking about upcoming cooperative board games. And afterwards, we will have an open Q&A. So you can ask us any questions you want, any topics you want to discuss. We're here. We're just going to keep going until we kind of run out of topics. It comes down to it.
Well, no, because if you start talking about certain games, it could be like 6 hours.
That's fair.
So,
That's fair. So, see lots of friends here. So, hey, Steph, welcome. Greg's here. Nice to see you, Greg. Dirty's
Steph.
here. Just gamma board. Yeah, Dirty had an awesome roll.
What was it?
His roll was 17.
Nice.
Awesome damage there. Let's see. Rook's here. Welcome, Rook. Casey Porter, nice to see you. Let's see. Yeah. Jess is here. Remy.
I know, people had to get their battles in to fight this big bad boss
Lots of
that you
battles.
made.
Lots of battles.
It's really good.
Yeah, speaking of which, a new boss because it's a new month. So, see if we can take him down. I'm having trouble trying to figure out like where the right spot for his stats
Well,
are.
because, so everyone leveled up quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And as you get stronger and you get more levels, I said that weird. As you get more levels, you get stronger. Right. So the bosses do have to get more challenging. But your first boss was like 2 streams and we're done. So, but now
well,
everyone,
not bad.
Now everyone,
yes.
now everyone's stronger and there's more people like
right.
in the guild fighting. So yeah, it's a tricky thing, but
it's fun. I'm glad you guys have fun with it.
Yeah.
So, we're not here to talk about the boss battle. We're here to talk about game news.
Game news, which surprise, surprise. You've done all the research. I am just here for the journey. Steve, tell me all about it.
Right. DC United. We will be talking about this one for sure. So
yeah, that one I can talk about. I do have experience in that one.
So, all right. Let us start the fun here. So let me do this little number. And let's bring up our first game. So first game. Now these first games we'll talk about are actually live currently. So big shout out to Derek from Kanji Studios. He sent me the link for this one. So this one was not on my list until Derek sent it to me. Called Deep.
I think. Sorry, I'm interrupting, but I think that's the really like one of the coolest aspects of the whole like conglomerate, the group of people that are like in this community.
Yeah.
Is they'll tell you things and then you tell people things, and
exactly.
It's a lot of fun. It's very it's cool because I know I've mentioned this before when you were first said, "Hey Kim, join me, come to YouTube." I was like, no. But I've been pleasantly surprised with the experience and happy. So that's huge thanks to all you guys too, and Steve. So anyway,
okay.
Talk about your game.
So this is Deep Regrets, and I always think regrets because of that meme. So
no
regrets. So, Deep Regrets. This is currently on Kickstarter right now. Oh, yeah, Kickstarter right now. This is a fishing game with Cthulhu. It's a very, like, the most crazy combinations of themes. Like, fishing game and Great Old Ones. Like, combined into one game. Honestly, I'm actually pretty interested in this one. This looks actually kind of fun.
It sounds like you're out.
It's so crazy, the concept. And it looks like a pretty cool game. So, let's dive into it. So, this is Deep Regrets. And so you'll be manning a sailing vessel. You'll be going out to different shoals, and each shoal is going to have different type of fish in there. Now the fish, there's some normal ones in there, like marlins you can capture, barracudas, for example. But it's also weird creatures, like eyeball monsters, and like the normal Cthulhu type monsters in there too. So you'll be catching weird ones and normal ones as we play through.
Can they like... You catch one, it's like, oh no, I caught Cthulhu, I'm going to be murdered? Or...
Kind of.
Okay.
So, as you play this game, depending on what you catch, you'll be gaining these regret cards.
Okay.
Regret cards will actually, let me scroll down a little bit further. There is a madness track. Let's see if I can find it real quick. That's Feldy's Fish. Where's the madness track on here? There it is, madness track. Okay. So, yeah, this guy here, right here, will keep track of what you're doing. So the interesting about it is as you catch the fish, there are like different types. There's a what's it called? I forget the name of it. There's 2 types of fish. Oh yeah, fair and foul, and they'll have keywords on them.
Okay.
When you start the game, you want fair fish. You know, the nice ones, the good ones. As you grow up and gain madness, you kind of start going crazy, and you like the foul ones better. So like the weird ones, the ugly ones you want. Not to mention you will get more dice because you will become more powerful, but also you have these negative effects you have to deal with. So it's kind of a cool like build up of dice. The dice are used for you like roll the dice before the games before each round, and you'll be using the dice to allocate them to try to catch fish, and use dice to also move your vessel around, stuff like that.
Okay, cool, cool. Sorry, you're reading. I was also reading too while you were talking about moving and rolling those dice. Because Chris had a epic hit on the boss with a bad rock ballad.
Oh, nice.
So anyway, good job, Chris.
Oh yeah, I like those fun. I
So-
had fun with ballads. So.
Okay, so this is you said Kickstarter. When's it done?
Currently live.
Okay.
It's got a ways to go. Yeah, let me scroll back to the top. This is where is it? 21 days ago. So got plenty of time to back this one. Now it is competitive, but it has a co-op option in it, and the
I
co-op.
was gonna say, what's it doing on this channel?
Yeah, I checked. This definitely co-op. And I read through the rulebook or skimmed through it a bunch. Let me find the co-op section if it's on here. I don't see it on here. Okay, I'll describe what the co-op does. So the co-op plays a little bit different in the sense that you are still catching fish, but you're cataloging them. So it turns into a little bit of a campaign game where you're trying to working together to catch fish. You're trying to write down where you found it, its different aspects, characteristics, and then as you catch fish, you will unlock more gear, which you can help you catch fish in the future.
You know what that immediately made me think of?
Yeah.
My dad's ornithologic bird book collection. Yes. Anyway,
Yeah, except this time you
it's
kind of
fish.
like monsters.
Fish and monsters instead of being a bird watcher.
For sure.
So,
So,
all right.
you for competitive. Yeah, I'm with you, Jess. I'm with you.
So not all the time. I do like some competitive games. Don't get me wrong.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. But I will always play co-op. If I play co-op for the rest of my life, I'll be happy. So
You would be. I just have to beat you in trains the whole time to get
That's
right.
true. You're very good at that one. Yeah, this game is nifty. It's a very cool concept. I think the competitive looks fun, but the co-op is different, and it's hard for me to judge like how fun cataloging this stuff will be and how it works cooperatively. Because basically, you still gain madness, you still have these regret cards, and then at some point, the regret cards will make you have to lose some of the things you catch. But it still looks cool. Very cool premise, very cool game. It's currently a Kickstarter. By the way, I have a link to all of these campaigns in the description, so you can find them there. So.
Cool. All right, what's next?
All right, next game. That was Deep Regrets, currently on Kickstarter. The next one is also on Kickstarter. This one is Escape from Camp Creepwood. So this is a fully co-op game where you are at camp, and it's a scenario-based game where you're trying to survive some type of horror thing. And now, I went through the rulebook of this one. It was a little tricky to figure out what it does because my understanding is it's very much story-driven.
Okay.
And each scenario is going to dictate what you do. And the rulebook doesn't really detail that because the storybook is going to have all the information, which I didn't find before I put this video together. So, one thing I'm not sure about is, it is co-op, but it sounds like there's a storyteller involved. The storyteller is going to be kind of like a GM, kind of managing the game. And I don't know if like that's their only role in the game or if they're going to do this while playing it. I'm not sure about that, but that is something going on. There's also a disclaimer in the rulebook that says this is might be a little intense at parts. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's just a play on words or by the way, hey, this is going to have like moral dilemmas or maybe gross descriptors. I don't know. Not sure what's going on with that one. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of information on it. It is live on Kickstarter right now, though. So 20 scenarios, though.
Okay. Hi, Matthew. Welcome.
Not a Kickstarter, but have you seen the upcoming game, Invincible Hero Building Game? I have. I think I briefly saw it, but I've not looked into Remy. That's a good quote. That looks cool.
Yeah.
Very
cool.
All right.
So not a lot of info on this one. It's on Kickstarter. It's got how many days? When? Go back up.
Escape from Creepwood.
20 days.
20 days. A lot of days to
Okay.
go yet. So.
Check it out though.
Yep. No, we're not. Okay. Let's keep going. Next one to talk about is not loading for some reason. There he goes. This is also on Kickstarter for another 26 days. Outbreak, the zombie apocalypse board game. This one looks really cool, I'm not gonna lie. So there's a lot of zombie games out there.
Yes.
This one is built for solo play. However, it scales naturally, what's what I'm looking for, to co-op. And it does such a good job scaling the fact that you could be playing, like, we could be playing a 2-player game. We have people come over. We can literally just throw them in the game in the middle of it.
Doesn't Zombicide sort of allow for that a little bit? I mean,
with the players, with the scaling rules we do with the dice, yes, but not Outbreak game does that.
Well, I mentioned that because, like, okay, explain the game more, because we have a lot of Zombicide.
Yeah, right.
So
this is different, though.
Okay,
very different.
Then explain that.
So the whole premise of this is you're in charge of a surviving city. Let's see if we can find an example of it. It's a nice picture of it. Can't find a nice picture of this one. Oh, here we go. So to set the game, you'll be creating the survivor city right here, and then you'll be surrounding it with all these zombie hordes. It is literally surrounded by stuff, and it's kind of a random setup each time. Horde.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure. So you're surrounded by the zombies, and you're trying just to outlast, or
you're trying to outlast. It's supposed to be a very difficult game, from what I can tell. And basically, you will be going to different locations and triggering their effects.
Okay.
And you can also attack zombies on the side. You can build defenses. It's more of a tower defense city building game with some combat you can do than a Zombicide effect. There's dice rolling in it for sure, so it's got a little bit of that taste in it, but it looks like it's got some mitigation as well. But you also have survivors that you'll be managing. The survivors will go out, and if you clear an opening on the outskirts, you can actually develop more of the cities. So you can expand the cities you play. Basically, you're trying to last as long as you can until a zombie boss comes out, basically, and then you defeat the zombie boss and the remaining zombies, and then you win the game.
Okay.
If one helpless person gets eliminated, you lose the game. So, yeah,
interesting.
Very, very interesting premise. It looks cool. It looks like a cross, definitely in the a cross between like a Mara game and a Euro game in a lot of ways. It's got elements from both for sure.
Matt's asking if it's based on a video game.
To my knowledge, it is not. It's not. So, but it looks like it's gonna be very, very difficult. So,
well, then you would like it.
It probably would.
You don't have to naturally Steve the game, is what you're saying?
No.
Yep. So, hi, Dom. Jess asked a question earlier if you covered a pirate game already, or that's on your list.
Pirate Republic, I don't have that on my list for this one, so I will pull it up and we can talk about it later. I think that one is co-op. I'm not positive. Yeah, I don't think that's on my list. There is a different pirate game, which actually I didn't pull up on my. I'll link it up real quick.
He has no pirates, apparently.
Yeah, I was supposed to talk about pirate game. I'll pull it up, but it's a different one. It's expansion that's coming up. So maybe it's the game you talk about, Jess. I'm not positive. I'll pull it up though in a little bit.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Next.
So that was Outbreak, the zombie apocalypse. Seems really actually pretty cool game. I would definitely look into that. So it's very hard though. Okay, so these are all currently active right now. You can back. The next game we're talking about is upcoming. So that one is going to be there it goes, Pandora Celeste. So this one honestly seems a little bit like Nemesis.
Really?
The same premise. So Pandora Celeste, you are aboard a spaceship that you're in hypersleep, and the computer wakes you up because something's gone wrong.
Passengers.
Kind of.
Right? Okay.
Not that.
Okay.
So, and what happened is an alien has come on board, some type of xenomorph, and the safety protocols of the ship have gone haywire, and now they're targeting you. So you need to, and this is some type of logic puzzle. I'm not exactly sure how this works, but it's a logic puzzle to disable the safety protocols, and then you have each person has their own agenda to complete. And you have to complete the agenda before the big bad takes you guys out. So
okay.
So that's why I say when I read the rules of this, it feels like a little bit like Nemesis in that sense. So if you like the Nemesis premise, you might like this one. Big bad coming out. Now, one thing that's very unique about this is the board. Let me play this video here. Is it gonna show? Yeah, it's gonna show. It's actually got a 3D board, which is really, really cool. So it unfolds, and it's got looks like acrylic, plastic of some kind, and it holds everything together like that. So it looks like it's pretty easy to set up, but it's got a 3D board as you move the pieces around that one. So I don't know, looks pretty cool. I didn't see the rules for this one, so I wasn't able to dig that far into it, but based upon the premise of it, what I'm seeing, it looks kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie. So
Okay. Very cool.
so all right,
So this one's coming out when?
this one is coming out. My notes. Here it is. July 8th. July 8th.
Okay.
It's coming to GameFound. So, like I said, links all below. So, okay, so that is Pandora Celeste. I thought this was called something else, or I'm thinking of another game that does the same thing with the insert in the box. Rogue Angels used the box as the ship as well. So maybe think of that
Did
one,
it?
Mike? Yeah.
I don't remember that part.
Well, the prototype doesn't do it, but
Oh, that's probably why.
yeah, the actual game the box will be the ship. There's just a few other games that do that as well. What the game box is. Oh, the other one is Firefly, the adventure game, because the box is like a building, which is kind of cool.
I wanted to love that game.
Yeah,
I really did. Firefly.
we have something to talk. I have something to talk about, but not yet about that. We'll get that in a couple more games.
Oh, come on, segue.
No segue. Gotta go in order. So.
Yep. Hi, Brian. Welcome back.
Welcome, everybody. All right, so let's keep going. Let's move on to the next one, which I think, Kim, you have a lot to talk about.
I mean,
What is this game? DC Superheroes United.
yes, DC Superheroes United. I can't say DC United because that's something else. We actually played
This is coming in July 9th.
coming July 19th. So we streamed this the other night, Monday.
Yep.
Super fun. Check
Yep.
that out. Then we played Lex. We played against Cheetah.
Yep.
And then we played against Lex Luthor. And then I was Superman both those times.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we're very biased, and I will openly say that when it comes to United, because we just love this game and this series. A big part of that is also because of the community that has all the homebrew stuff that's happening, and it's just a lot of fun. So take it with a grain of salt. But if you like DC and you like United, you're gonna like this. Even if you just like superheroes and you want a fun, it's kind of puzzly is how I'm going to say it. You want a fun game like that, I would say go for it. And I know I said we have all the Marvel, we don't need DC, but if you
Here it is.
can intermingle things,
You can. This does work.
but does the universe like implode? Am I like
You can.
I don't know. I can't. But
Iron Man and Superman working together.
I'm hoping that people like in Discord, they said, hey, you're going to get all of your season 3 stuff. It's going to be so much material. You're going to forget about DC and not worry about it. So I think that's kind of what I hope happens. Now I will say between the two that I played, Wonder Woman and Superman, I actually liked Superman more. He was more my style.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman was cool, but she's not Superman.
I like Flash quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of fun with him.
Yeah.
They're all fun in different ways. So yeah, well, there's a video. So, but yeah, that is DC Superheroes United coming up. Like, if you guys have any questions, you feel free to message us. But honestly, if you've played United, you know what this game's about. It is taking elements from season 1, 2, and 3, combining them all right off the bat, which is great. The only really new thing is the bosses have a under pressure ability, so they can change when they're under pressure is how it works. But it's a great game. So you don't have to change this, honestly. They just have what they do in the design space is excellent, because we played all the content before we shipped the prototype off. By the way, you want to see more content for this game, subscribe and watch Kanji Studios, because he's got the prototype. He's going to demo the game next.
It's in the mail, Derek. It's coming your way.
In the mail, yeah. So, but yeah, we played all the characters, and they are such a good job. They all feel unique. They all do something a little bit different puzzle. It's fun.
Yeah, but would the DC characters overlap any of the Marvel characters? Like that's where I hesitate. Where it's like, all right, you kind of have they're mirrors of each other in a sense. So, your Batman is Iron Man. They're both rich playboys with fancy gadgets. Like, are they?
Yeah, but they are very different. Those characters are very different. Think of like Quicksilver and Flash. Are they similar?
I mean, at the most
kind of
basic understanding of superheroes, yeah, you could say they're very similar. But I'm gonna make a lot of people angry. Where no, they have their differences.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Do you have to get DC? No. If you already have all the Marvel,
It's so
I'm
fun.
just trying to talk myself out of this.
I
That's all
know.
I'm
You're
doing.
just trying to convince yourself not to buy it. But hoping they release a card pack to update some early Marvel stuff. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Like if they added like some more, one more power for each of the season 1 stuff, it'd be perfect. We're good. It doesn't need it per se, but because the season 1 are getting equipment, not all of them. There's a few of them. But by and large, season 1 is mostly the same. But honestly, season 1 still has a lot of the same effects. Like it still has persistent effects that stay out on the storyline. It still has. I'm pretty positive it's in season 1. Pharaoh, for example, can do a flip down effect. So all the stuff existed. It's different.
Yeah. So as I was going through DC, you would say there's nothing mechanically new other than maybe the villains get a new ability after they're under pressure. What is there anything else that?
Nope.
Not that I've seen. Okay.
Nope. It's all. I mean, it's all been done in season 1, 2, and 3. Is what's happening. So, which is great because I think it's a fantastic system. Like I said, wouldn't change anything about it. The nice thing is you're getting all that condensed into one. Yeah. Like season 1 had a lot of stuff that people like about this, but it was spread out.
Yes.
Is what comes down to it, and it's all be condensed, at least in the core set. So we'll see what happens going forward. But yeah, very, very cool. Big recommend from us. If you like DC, easy recommend. Go for it. But
yep.
Yeah, how different all the Marvel characters are. Yep, I agree with you, Brian. Though not everyone agrees with that. That's the one, and it's an inside joke that Derek and I have, because we see it often where people talk about, oh, I wish the characters are different. I'm like, they are different, but like a lot of people say no, they're all the same. So
I mean, if you oversimplify it, I could see that
sure.
side of the coin.
Yep.
Kind of like when I was trying to convince myself that they're the same anyway. But if you say, okay, you have characters, you move around the board, and you either have a punch, a star, or a move and a wild, and that's it. Now make your choice and go. I mean, if that's how you see the game,
right?
I can't help you there, but
right.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Dirty's got a good one here. It says it's not new, but the use of the mechanics is stronger and much more clean, which is a good summary of this one. I agree with that. So for sure.
Yeah.
And the DC court said there seems to be more special effects cards in each hero deck, also, especially compared to season 1.
Flash has a lot. All of Flash's cards have a lot of the specials, but I think so. Looking at Superman, he had 3.
He had 3.
I think
he had maybe 3 or 4. Most of them have 3 or 4 abilities.
I would say maybe it's also that
it varies though.
That they're a little more nuanced than some of the earlier heroes.
Especially the core set.
Yeah, because like
the core set is very
Captain America says give someone a heroic token, right?
Yeah.
Superman is heat vision. I'm gonna laser blast a space next to me, so it's a little different.
I love how Kim's trying to talk yourself out of DC. We all know.
I'm trying real hard. It's gonna fail.
Yeah, I keep thinking I could use more United. I should back DC, but then I remember I have season 3 on the way. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of content for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
So, anyway, we can talk about this game forever.
We really could. So, but like we said, Derek over at Kenji Studios is going to get the copy, and he's going to do his run through. So you all can expect that 3 and a bam right out of the gate.
That's right. So that is DC United, July 9th. Moving on to another one upcoming. This is July 15th. The Labryinth, the board game, is getting a 40th anniversary. So this is going to be on GameFound. So my understanding is this is not a new game. This has already been out for a while. But it is getting a collector's edition, basically. Now, I will be fully honest, I have not seen the movie.
Me neither. I was just thinking about that.
Oh, okay. I was hoping you had, but...
No. And which is funny, because I've seen so many movies, and like I'm the one to see it between the two of us, but no, I have not seen this one.
Yeah, so this one I just never got around to watching, so I don't know a whole lot about it. And all I can tell from here is this is just... much more like better miniatures and stuff, and it's improving just the component quality. It's the same game though.
I'm sorry, we just blew a lot of
Unsubscribe.
just We're out. No, sorry. Sorry, we have not seen this. Should we see it? Is it? I don't honestly remember anything about this movie.
You haven't seen? Yep. Everyone's like, we both haven't seen Labyrinth. I know. Who are you, Colin?
Hey, that's what you could do next time we go visit Colin. We'll have a Labyrinth watch party and see it.
Oh, there you go, Remy. First movie reaction stream incoming. That would be fun to do.
That would be.
That would be fun. So, I've heard good things. I just never got around to watching it. So yeah, I unfortunately have a lot to say about this one.
Okay, well, if you're a Labyrinth movie fan, check it out.
There we go. All right. Like I said, I don't have a lot to talk about this one. We'll move on to the next one.
Everyone's saying it's enjoyable and amazing,
tonight.
and we have to watch it tonight.
We'll fix it. All right. This is the last game on the list. I had notes that it might come out in July. I'm questioning that. I think this is not a July release, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. So you're talking about Firefly?
Oh yeah, my sweet segue that you...
Yep. Let's jump into it. So this is Wandering Galaxy. This is coming to Kickstarter from Plaid Hat Games. And yes, I said that right, Plaid Hat Games. This is their first foray into crowdfunding. So they have not done crowdfunding in the past. And so this game is you're the ragtag group of space people, spacemen. I don't know. Words hard today. I can talk. Okay, you're on the crew and you are just trying to make ends meet. So you're taking random jobs and you're trying to build enough money to start your own life, basically.
Firefly.
Exactly. Hence the Firefly reference.
Okay.
Right? So it's a little like Firefly in the theme.
I mean, it might be a stretch.
It's a theme?
No, but the connection.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. Yes, and this is a Crossroads game, exactly. So this is gonna be really cool. So I don't know if you played Crossroads game. Did you play Dead Winter?
Maybe once.
Okay. Crossroads are really cool because someone draws a card and they sit there and wait, and then you take your turn. And at some point, if you trigger certain actions, you pause the game and you have to make a narrative choice. That affects the game. Okay. It's a really cool system. Really cool system. This one does have an app, but the app is optional. And I think the app is there maybe to help with the Crossroads. I'm not entirely sure on that one. So
all right, I'm a little wary when it comes to apps. So I will say that.
I did screw that up, Matt. I did screw that. Thanks for calling me out.
Yeah, words are real hard. Yeah. So hi, Victor. Welcome. What about the app? Because apps are hit and miss for me.
I don't have any information. Okay. All I know is there's an app, but the app is optional. So my guess is maybe help with the Crossroads part of it. I don't know. Okay. So, but like I said, it's completely optional. You can play without it. But yeah, you're on a ragtag team, flying around the galaxy, trying to take on random jobs, trying to make enough money before the game ends to start your own life. Sounds really cool. I love the premise of it. This will be at Gen Con, and I'm hoping we'll get a chance to take a look at this closer. So,
okay.
That's where I know it had it on the list for potentially July, but the fact that they are demoing it at Gen Con makes me think that maybe this is not launching in July. It might be later. Regardless, this is coming up. I want to give you guys a heads up. So if you want to be part of it, you can check out the link below, and you can notify me when it launches on Kickstarter. So if this is still hasn't launched by our next co-op corner, and I have more detailed information on it, I will let you guys know. But I was the third one in anyway.
All right.
Okay, so that is all of the games
that you know of that you wanted to talk about.
Yes, except for one which I will remedy right now. The pirate one, real quick. So let me pull that up real quick, and then we'll keep going. Because I did have it on a list, and I forgot to set it up. Where's my link? Oh, here it is. Here it is. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, maybe I don't have it on my list.
You don't have
I do have it on my list. Dead Reckoning. That's the one. Yeah, so let me pull this one up.
No, Jess, it's a good thing. This is what the community is about. You got to tell us what's happening.
It is. Okay, so let me pull this in. So Dead Reckoning is coming up, and I believe this is coming in July as well. So this is an expansion to the base game. It is a kind of an open world pirating game, as I understand it. I haven't played it. I know Colin has. He likes it, and he still has it. So he was excited to hear about this coming up in July 29th launching. So don't know anything about it other than new ships, new crew, and new expansion. So that's all I got.
Okay. Very cool.
Okay.
We missed a pun. I saw the
I missed the pun.
It
Oh,
was,
no.
It was amazing while we were talking about Labryinth. If that's the one you were talking
I
about.
missed that one.
I caught it, but I was trying to keep us going. So
Yeah, I think that's how to describe it, Jess. I have to look into the details again. I bet, check One Stop Co-op Shop. I bet Colin has a playthrough of it. And with this coming to Kickstarter, Colin's probably going to play coming up here on the Meet Me at the Table. So definitely check that out.
Mike's saying, and it's hard, it's competitive.
It is competitive at its heart, that's correct. But it does have a co-op mode. Yep. So that was something I was a little hesitant on. I know, because I remember when it first launched, I was like, hey, Colin, because we both like pirate type games, and this was an open field where you're sailing around kind of doing what you want. But it was mostly competitive, so I wasn't sure. But Colin decided to jump in on it. So
you just
just now
took the wind right out of her sails on that one, Steve.
I know.
Aha.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
I haven't played it, so I can't tell you like how competitive it is or how the co-op one works. But it does have co-op, so I'll do that one. The AI deck is pretty smooth, to be honest. I just haven't used it in co-op mode. Okay, so Mike's played it, so sounds like it.
okay.
Cool.
Cool. Any other games we need to look up or talk about? That's an open question to people.
That's all we got.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Because your list is
my list is done.
We're done.
Okay. All right. So that's going to end up wrap up our co-op corner of our news. Live Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. But I think we could talk a little bit about Gen Con's coming up.
It is. And somehow the press badge was assigned to me. It should have gone to you. So I'm getting all these emails that I don't want. So I'm just forwarding them all to you. So anything in there that I've sent that is interesting?
There's a couple of things I was looking at. Yeah. So we're prepping for Gen Con, and it's so funny that we applied for press badge. We got one press badge. We didn't get two because smaller channel, so we got one. And they randomly gave it to Kim, which is fine, no big deal. But she's like, I really don't want this. We're like, too bad. So, update on the Sirens preview. That's a good question, Greg. I do have an update on that one. So I've been in contact with the publishing team, and the plan was they were sending a copy. It's going to be in our hands relatively soon, and then it got bad news. Unfortunately, the prototype they were sending got lost in the mail. And so I don't know if we're going to be covering it anymore. They have another prototype someplace. They're trying to see if they can get a hold of it and redirect it to us. I don't know. Not sure what's going on with Sirens, but we'll see what happens. I feel bad because those prototypes are expensive. They're really pricey, and getting lost in the mail, that sucks because it screws up their entire plan of trying to get all this coverage before they launch. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. Matthew, looking forward to meeting you too.
Yeah, I'm so excited for meeting people at Gen Con.
Brian asked a very good question. Did you back anything in June?
No, I did not.
Good job.
Yeah, there's reasons for me not backing right now, but we won't get into it. So
yeah. Yep.
So
looking at the chat, Mike didn't either. So I don't know what happened in June. I don't remember what we chatted about last chat either.
The game I would want to back for sure is Hexplorit, the Mountains of Godai. That's the one I really want to back. There's external reasons why I didn't back it. I won't get into details here, but we
can just play Derek's copies.
We can, but I wanted a copy of our own for that game.
Oh, you're so sad.
I know. It's fine.
It's okay.
I can get it later. Not worried about it. But that one is the one that was most interesting to me from June. But yeah, right now I'm on a no backing for a bit. So.
Yep. So no, but Gen Con's gonna be super excited. The meetup there's a meetup Wednesday or no?
What's Wednesday night? Talk about Gen Con?
Yeah, Gen Con.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Gen Con a little bit. I was planning to do a video for Gen Con, to give you guys information behind the scenes, all that fun stuff and details. I'll probably still do that, but we can play out some of it now. So Wednesday, if you're there at Gen Con, the first thing I would do is go get your badge if you don't already have it. Go get it before it closes because there's no line. It's really easy to get it. Otherwise, Thursday morning, there's a huge line. They do a pretty good job moving quickly, so you don't have to wait too long, but you do have to wait. So definitely get your badge first, number one thing. then after you get your badge, there is always a beer garden, just outside. I haven't double checked. I'm pretty sure there is still one this year. I don't know if there's a reason why they wouldn't have it, but it's pretty fun. You go there. There's live music. You just hang out, meet people. They have there's always a beer that's a new beer they make each year for Gen Con. I forget what the one this year is called, but it's pretty cool. I definitely recommend taking a look at that one. Yeah, food trucks. Exactly.
And Gen Cam she'll be there then, right?
Yep, Gen Cam will be there.
Yeah,
Yep, for sure. Yeah, actually, a lot of us can be there. Jen's gonna be there. The two of us are gonna be there. Colin and Baron are gonna be there from Meet Me at the Table. Derek from Kanji Studios is gonna be there. We're gonna have and then lots of other friends as well. Outside the core group, I don't think Mike is making from One Stop Co-op Shop. I think last year it's hard for him to make Gen Con. Peter normally does though. I think he might be there. I haven't confirmed with him yet. Parking. Good question about parking. There is stadium parking, and it's normally pretty easy to do that. It's expensive though. It's like $20 for the day, but for the convenience factor, I like doing that. The parking situation, if you leave early, it's not a problem. If you leave later in the day due to normal working hours, everything, it's a little more tricky. So definitely try to get to the convention earlier if you're worried about parking. Normally the stadium's fine though. I'm just talking about traffic. Once you get to the stadium, if that's where you're going, it's fine. Parking on the street, good luck. So you probably won't find something. Okay. Oh yeah, the beer garden is the food trucks. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of food trucks around the place, which is fun. I thought there was going to be DJ there. That Lee there was not last year. Was going to be DJ there, but there was not last year. That's true. Yeah, sometimes there is. So haven't been to Gen Con in like 8 years. It was great fun, but it's real expensive having to fly in and for the hotel. Absolutely, Remy. It's a very expensive trip for sure.
Yep.
Not to mention if you buy new games and everything, it's a lot.
It is.
But
for sure,
it's a lot of fun too.
I know. I'm looking forward to our road trip. So
yeah, we're driving this year.
It's us and Derek are driving up from North Carolina.
Yep.
We're getting.
Well, he's flying in.
He's flying. He's not making the drive with us?
No, he's driving back with us.
Oh shoot, we need to talk about that because I'm technically working Wednesday.
Well, that's why, because we had to leave at a time when he couldn't join us.
That's a long drive. We need to coordinate.
It's fine. We're good.
It's a long drive for two people. But yeah, no,
we're good.
I happen to have suppliers in Indianapolis. I'm like, hey, that's a business day.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, Wednesday, like I said, if you're there Wednesday, definitely do that. We'll be around for sure because we gotta be there early for your working your work trip. Maybe we try to do something.
I have a business dinner Wednesday night, but
well, maybe I try to do something.
You are more than welcome, Steve.
I will most certainly be by the food trucks in the beer garden Wednesday evening usually. So past that point, maybe we should figure something out. So
we will talk about it privately later.
Yeah. We're gonna figure out our plans for that one. Now, I will mention for Gen Con for Saturday, we still plan to do all day gaming. And so there's a nearby hotel, JW Marriott, and there's in the grand ballroom. There's open gaming there, and we did this. I've been doing this the past few years because Saturday is the busiest day of the con. That's when I like to have a little separation. So
you get all the con fill in like Thursday, Friday.
Yes.
And Saturday, 24-hour gaming.
Pretty much.
And then we drive up.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, Saturday will be the gaming day. And the whole premise is we'll be at the JW Marriott. We'll probably have a couple tables. And a couple tables meaning it'll be the gang. So you can meet me at the table, Kanji Studios, and Co-op Guild all there. And we're just going to be playing games all day. And you can swing by anytime Saturday, and we'll probably be there until like later at night. So, and I can work out the times we'll be there and times will end. So it's very clear for you guys. But basically the full day, up until probably dinner time, honestly. So you guys can stop by, say hi, or sit down and play a game with us if you want to. So
yeah, for sure. Remy brought up Invincible Hero Building game again, so that's something we really got to look at then.
Okay,
because
we do like the show. We haven't finished the season 2 though.
Oh, I didn't make that connection.
Yes, Invincible.
My bad. I did not connect the dots.
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yes. Not your normal superhero show.
I was for some reason just literally thinking you're invincible, but I was thinking invisible. I don't know.
No, this is based on this.
Okay, I gotcha.
Show. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. We never finished season 7 or 2.
Season 7. Well, that's true. We haven't finished season 7.
It's getting late, Steve. I need to go to bed.
Sun's getting real low. So, yeah, Saturday's booked. Yeah, just come join us for Saturday. It's a fun time. So,
yeah.
Yeah, so that's Gen Con. Now, Thursday, Friday, we'll be running around. Normally, well, Thursday I'll be getting in line trying to get the promos for Marvel United. So we'll be trying to do that Thursday when the doors open. But past that point, meeting with various people, publishers and other people I've been working with. So, but I will say this: if you happen to see us walk around the convention, come say hi. I want to meet you guys and just walk up. I promise you won't be bothering us. Just come say hi to us, and like I said, I just want to meet everyone. So that's my whole point of going to Gen Con. So, anything else for Gen Con?
I'm just following your lead, to be honest.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm curious what you can think of this experience. There's a lot of people. It's kind of crazy.
I know, and it's funny. The best way Derek described introvert and extrovert really strikes a chord with me because I'm 100% introverted, which when I mention this, people are like, what? No, you're not. The difference is I love people. I love hanging out with people. But after a lot of people, I need to go in a cave somewhere and just decompress.
Decompress, then you're good to go.
And then I come back and it's like, yay, more people again.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see how this goes.
When you guys get back, it'd be cool to see your Gen Con haul. Yes, now I'm a little different. I used to buy a lot of games at Gen Con. I kind of changed that. I normally buy only a couple games, like 2 games or something like that. But so I will share that for sure. But I plan to take a bunch of pictures and of course do media coverage for you guys. So we'll do that. And we've been talking about this. We haven't made it work yet. But it'd be really fun to do a live stream while we're at Gen Con.
It's possible. You just take your phone. It's real low grade.
Yeah.
Low tech, and you just say.
But it doesn't have all this thing going on, and
you don't need it, Steve.
I know.
If you really want the hey, we're over here, come find us.
right.
In the moment, live, just use your cell phone. It's totally fine.
No, I will be recording stuff though, images and videos, and we'll bring all that stuff to you guys because we plan to demo stuff and share our experiences with everyone. So yeah. We're supposed to be like Chaos Live. The biggest problem is doing live content at Gen Con is difficult. And I say that because with 65,000 people, a lot of people want to use there's open Wi-Fi there, but because there's so many people, the connection's really terrible. Because so many people, there's only so much bandwidth you can use. There is a press separate Wi-Fi you can jump on, which we can look into doing potentially, so we can stream better that way. But still, there's a lot of air traffic going on. Air traffic in the sense of the network traffic going back and forth. What?
Yes, Remy, I'm gonna do that. I'm buying stickers. You can find us, you get a sticker.
Oh, yes. No, we were talking about, we should probably figure out the swag. We're trying to do a little bit of swag. We got some ideas. I gotta get on that, now. So we get that in time.
Yeah, I'm buying stickers.
Yeah. I just want to go Saturday and play Voidfall. Yes, Mike.
No, you can play that. I'm not playing that game.
It's not a game.
It's not my game.
It's
Which
fun.
is funny because I like Civilization, right? The big board game Civilization. I won't recommend I won't suggest we play it. Like if you say, hey, let's play a game, I won't say Civilization because it's just so much and it's big and anyway. But if it's out, I'm gonna stop talking.
What? No, we talked about Voidfall though. Why? Yeah. What is about Voidfall that?
It was the deep dive into the immediate need to know the iconography, and if you don't pick it up fast enough, I felt like I was still just stumbling through the whole time, and it was just Yep,
I see that for sure. Sure, yeah, it's the learning curve. That one is a lot. You need to like play through a bunch to get the feel for it. So,
Yeah.
I think.
I think maybe over time I would like it, but I gotta try it. I gotta try it again.
I think last time we played, I think you might have been a little distracted too with like Caleb wanted. Like I think you need time.
Was
to
I in a mood, Steve?
No, no, not like that. But like that game, you need to be able to sit down and focus on it. It. Especially when you're first learning, because like the big part of that one is you kind of plan out your whole round, which is difficult. But it's a good game though, very good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Gen Con coming up. So
what else is happening this week then?
Saturday? Nothing this week because we have family in town. So
okay. Oh right.
Yeah, nothing else happening this week.
Happy holidays, stateside people.
The other thing I want to talk about real quick is talking about the boss battler. So I am very happy to see you guys jumping on and battling boss. Seems like you guys are enjoying it. This makes me happy that you guys are. I was nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Like I was excited for it, but I was nervous that this was going to do well or not.
I'm just a little giddy kid.
I am sometimes, but I have ideas, and one of the ideas we're gonna do, and it's not gonna be for this first approach. The next one. So we're gonna do. Of course, we got a boss in July. We'll have another boss in August, and then I'm gonna try to do some programming between them. I might need a short break to implement some of this stuff. I haven't quite decided, but I'm in August, September. I want to introduce guild health.
So the boss battles us at the guild. Yes. As a singular unit.
So we have a loss condition because the guild can fall because the boss will attack the guild, and I'm gonna give special abilities to each character so they can protect the guild different ways. So
yes, you have lots of ideas.
Yeah, so that's coming.
Yes. Was that a very good question? Voidfall or Uprising, Steve?
They are actually very similar games. I actually had notes to do a comparison video because like Voidfall has 3 rounds and Uprising has 4. And I'm trying to think combat's very different. Like Uprising is dice rolling for Uprising and entirely deterministic for Voidfall. Voidfall, you have limited actions what you can do. And Uprising, you have a number of actions, but you can do them as much as you want. So between the two of them, though, if I just pick Voidfall, Uprising, I prefer Uprising.
See, that's interesting too because I liked Uprising.
Mm-hmm. I prefer it.
You prefer it, so
now the downside to Uprising is it is brutal.
That's why you liked it.
Yes, well, that's true. There's ways to make it a little bit easier, of course, but it is a very brutal game, and it takes a while to play as well. But it starts off like the first round is very difficult. Second round, you're making some headway. Then the third and fourth round, especially the fourth round, you're wrecking house. It's fun times. So and then you kind of need that much time to be able to build up your characters and your economy, and it gets really fun. It gets really, really fun. And the variety is huge in that game, which I like a lot. So it goes pretty steep. Yes.
I like it.
So yeah, that's between two of them. I prefer Uprising to Voidfall. Not to mention, I think Uprising works better co-op. Oh, actually, the other thing that bothers me about both games is both games you're not allowed to share territory. Meaning that like I cannot move my ships in your space, and you can't move my
100%. That bugged me a lot in Uprising, and even like during our streams, I'm pretty sure I said it a few times. It's like it's a cooperative game. Why can't we be cooperative?
So I've had chats with the team Nemesis team about that, and I think that might be changing in the future. So I think there's reasons why they implemented that. But I said, hey, if you take away that restriction, you can make it more co-op. And I think the reason why it was set that way is because if you were to combine armies, you could steamroll the enemy. Because you have twice the resources, twice dice effects, all that stuff. And so now the thought is, I don't know if this is official or not, but you can combine your forces and then only 5 units from both of our stuff can battle together.
Okay.
So that actually works out pretty well. I actually have demoed that, and I liked it a lot. It worked really, really well. So, yeah, hoping that becomes an official rule. You wanted to get Voidfall at some point, Matt. Okay, so
yeah,
It's really good. It's really
Yeah,
good.
you love it, and people say it's a great game. So maybe I do have to try it again or study the book. Which again, I'm not one to do homework before playing games.
Nope.
That's why I don't do what is it, living card game.
Yeah, customizable card games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
So we'll see.
I prefer Voidfall Uprising. It feels like by chapter 2 you already know how it will end. If you're on easier levels, I would say yes. Harder levels, I don't know if by chapter 2. Generally by chapter 3, you have a good feeling though, if you're gonna win or lose. So I could definitely see that. But yeah, both are really fun for sure. And there is a new, I actually downloaded it the other day. There's a solo mode they're implementing for Uprising, because that's the other problem Uprising is. Uprising, you have to dual hand it, and dual handing is not something I prefer, and dual handing and Uprising is something I really don't prefer, because it's not just like a hand of cards, you're managing a whole faction.
It's a whole system.
Whole system, right? It can be a lot. It's doable, but can be a lot. And so there's a solo mode that I tried the other day, and it worked pretty well actually. So I'm excited for that one. So, and yeah, if you guys, I won't bring Voidfall to Gen Con.
If someone else brings it,
If someone else has Voidfall and you want to
Right.
play it, I will absolutely teach it with you guys. It's a good game. So,
yeah.
Yeah, it's just a heavy box and big, and probably won't get played. Though Colin wants to play it, maybe I do bring it. I gotta figure it out. Because Colin's been asking, like, we should play it. I want to play it. I want to try it. I want to try it. So.
Well, we're bringing the big mom car so we can all carpool to Gen Con. So
We'll have
we're
space.
gonna have room.
Love room. But it's funny because he wanted me to bring Voidfall when we visited him in Minnesota. We were flying, but no, I'm not putting Voidfall in a plane.
That's a self-bag check itself. Yeah.
It's like, can you imagine the people trying to lift that
Right.
box? It's like, what is this heavy?
No.
It's a really heavy game, so.
All right.
All right.
So no more streams for the rest of the week because
correct.
of the holiday and family and fun times.
Yep.
But we will be back on Monday.
Yes. I'm trying to think of any reason why it wouldn't be.
Playing something.
There's a couple games on our list to cover. So, I need to do Union City Alliance, Flame and Fang, and Orc Quest.
Yes.
Those are all 3 games that we need to get covered. So I'm not sure which of those will hit the table. Union City Alliance is... I might do a recorded video of that one, honestly, because it's so big. It'll be easy to follow. It might be hard to record on this
And
table.
that one, the one thing that really bugs me about that game is the tiny text.
But you don't have to read that text.
Then why is it there?
It's flavor text.
Nope. If it does not give you any hint of value or a good chuckle or something, and you can't get it done in one line, it does not have to be a whole paragraph. That's my biggest pet peeve. Otherwise, no, we should play that game again.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
Yeah.
I like that game. So yeah, those 3 are coming up, and we gotta cover that. Now, Marvel United is also coming. I'm not sure when exactly, but that's probably gonna be later this month, towards the end of the month. So I gotta get those other games covered before then.
Cool.
Because once that arrives, you can guarantee you have Marvel United every week for a while. So
I want to get back to Monday Marvel or Marvel Monday or whatever we're doing.
sure,
So
sure.
that will be a stint for a bit.
Yeah, Mike likes Union City Alliance. It's a good game. It's a really fun one. And there's
I didn't say it was a bad game.
I didn't imply that, hopefully, but yes.
Well,
Sorry.
just saying. I'm just saying my pet peeve is the tiny little tiny text
No, it's fair.
that my eyeballs can't read.
But yeah. So yeah, we're gonna get those games covered before then. So that'll be the plan coming up here. So I'm behind on my reviews. I got to get those reviews done too.
It's
So,
okay. Last call for questions in our general Q&A. Otherwise,
I think we're done.
good. I think we're good.
we're
Real
good.
quick, hit the battle. The boss. Let me see how he's doing right before we all log off.
Oh, you know what? I prepped this. I've got to turn it on. Because I was like, you know what? We can see you can see the boss health on the screen.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
He's
Yeah.
down to
793 out of 900?
Yeah, it slowed down today a bit, Steve. Maybe you did do it.
Well, he has higher armor class now.
Oh,
So it'd be harder to hit. But people are stronger, so
we're gonna see.
We'll see.
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah, I really have to work on the boss battle for the next month coming.
Thinking
So.
that
What?
if only they made an assistive device for reading. They're in my eyeballs already. I'm not gonna.
Oh, what the?
Ooh, double subscribe. I saw someone say that happened. I thought they were saying people were doing it back to back. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, I think I know what it is.
Just gonna mess with it.
There you go. I fixed it. Yep, I got rid of it.
Yeah.
I had a duplicate version of it in there.
So, unraveling, I've seen you've tried battling a couple times. You can do it once a stream, so I hope it worked for you the first time. If not, ping Steve and he can look at your account.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah.
I think I've done like 6 or 7 damage total in the 2 bosses.
Yeah, you stole all the glory.
The nice thing is, I have it set up so that it's very cooperative in the sense that, like, once you choose a class, you have your own inherent bonus, but your bonus persists for the players after you. So, for example, Dirty Dances was the bard. He started off the game, and the bard special abilities you get, I think, just +2 experience straight up. And so the next 2 people that go after him will also get +2 experience.
Yeah, because it's a cooperative guild.
It's a cooperative guild, exactly. And like the cleric, they get a boost to their attack. And so the people going after the cleric will get a boost to their attack. And the warrior will do boosters damage. The people go after the warrior will get boosted damage. So it's very cooperative in that sense. And you guys could actually coordinate if you wanted to. Like, hey, I need a warrior go first, and then the cleric to go next. Yeah, this should be fun. But I have plans for coming up.
Yes.
I got plans. I'm having fun with it.
And there is a point where there's a reset, because you can then change your class, and the guild starts at 0 again.
That's
and
correct.
I don't know how that's going to go over.
Why?
Well, because maybe you get attached to your, I mean, you don't really have a character, but like, what about my warrior? Is going to be so BA, and it's like, start over.
It can't. Yeah, that's, I think, necessary, because otherwise people get so strong. I would have to scale the boss so high that new people come in, they would feel ineffective.
That is a fair point.
I don't want that to happen. So, yeah. So
that was very attached to himself.
Nice.
Yeah.
So at some point I will reset it, and that won't happen until the end of September after the 3rd and final boss. So it'd be every 3 months we'll reset and do it again. So that's the plan.
Okay, so as long as everybody knows that that's the plan, but it does make sense, because you're right. If anybody new coming in and someone's at like level 100 and the boss is, 20 defense or whatever, they're never going to touch the guy.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah,
exactly.
that makes sense.
So, yeah, so we'll have to reset it, but I'm hoping we'll have new additions. And I don't know, I got to figure out how many additions I'm going to do for the next go round. But like I said, if you have any suggestions or comments or issues, feel free to jump on our Discord. It's the best way to reach me. And let me know how's going on. So if you have ideas, send them my way. I do read every YouTube comment as well, so you can drop them any video and I'll see it. If you have ideas on what classes you want to see, any special abilities, but
what other movies we have to watch?
Apparently I can watch Labryinth now.
Well, we have to go finish watching Air Force One, which we've seen many times, but it is one of my favorite movies.
That's a good movie.
And so what were you saying? Air Force One,
Last Crusade,
Indiana Jones, both Harrison Ford movies, great.
Mm-hmm.
I love The Matrix, Princess Bride.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one? Men in Tights is really good too.
Yeah. Horizon got it.
Airplane.
Such a good quote.
Yep.
Airplane
Is good.
Good one. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that breaks my top 5 though.
Princess Bride. Did you say that?
I said Princess Bride. There was another one I mentioned earlier that
Jurassic Park.
Oh, Jurassic Park. Yes.
Turtles.
So good. The first Ninja Turtles. That's more nostalgic. I wouldn't say that's like an amazing movie. I mean, I think it's good, but yeah. Anyway, now Labryinth is on the list.
We gotta watch Labryinth now. Okay, I think we've gone on long enough. So, thanks everyone for
Sorry, I'm reading movie quotes. Thanks, Ryan.
Yes. Best years of our lives. Don't get that one.
Starfighter. Dark
I've not seen
Crystal.
the last Starfighter. I gotta see that.
Oh my gosh, keep
Dark
on coming.
Crystal. I remember Dark Crystal came on. I don't know, they remastered or whatever. I was like, we should watch that, and we just never did.
Because there's a bazillion things to watch.
I know.
Do you know what would help if like I stopped mooching my parents' streaming services and we just didn't have access to that stuff?
Yeah, I guess so.
But I'm not paying for it.
So. Thanks for working this.
Fantastic.
Last
All right.
Okay,
Very cool,
we gotta
very
watch
cool.
the movies now. So.
We do. No, I appreciate everyone hanging out like always. It's always a great
Mm-hmm.
time. Special thanks to the Patreons and the Ko-Fi members. You guys really help make this possible. But yeah, everyone in the chat, it's just a great community.
It is. One question I can answer real quick, then we'll be done. Do you go through United in a logical way to get through all of the characters? No, I don't.
Well, no, there's a caveat. Like Dom's campaign,
Correct.
that had thought to it.
Correct.
So if you want to play a really sweet campaign, do that one.
You'll see all the characters in that. Yes.
Yeah. And then I'm super excited for the new one he's doing. And then there's also the one on BGG that I've heard about. We haven't done that one. But logical character play, no, it's just whatever I feel like. Whatever I feel like playing, and then you just.
We played enough where we'll see all the heroes. I'm not worried about it. So.
So Dom's campaign.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. We actually have a whole playlist on this channel. It is a giant map of all the Marvel United content. I say all from season 1, season 2. And you start off with either the core heroes in the Avengers set or X-Men set, and you actually unlock the heroes as you battle bosses and get new equipment and stuff and level up.
Where can people find that?
Unfortunately, I don't have a link easily accessible. My suggestion is go to our YouTube's channel, go find the Marvel United crossover campaign, is what we called it. Call it crossover campaign because we alternated between Co-op Guild and Kanji Studios, and we worked together to play that campaign. So we shared the maps, shared the resources, and it was a really fun time. We're going to do it again. Guaranteed.
We are.
So... but it's really great. It's a very simple campaign and it just worked really, really well. So, but yeah, sorry. To find it, go to any of those videos, and in the description there's a link to the BGG file section where it'll take you straight there to get it. So
awesome.
Sure you did yeah. Go watch the crossover campaign.
We did it.
Exactly. It was so much fun to watch. Can't wait for another. Yeah, actually, I had a comment the other day that someone watched it multiple times.
Really?
Yeah, like the whole thing.
That's dedication.
That's a lot. So,
it's really dedication.
It's a lot. Well, the nice thing about United is it's really easy to follow on stream, like as a gameplay, because it's just not. You can see the cards, you can see what's going on, you can be involved without, it's just easy to follow along to. Is what it comes out to.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we are absolutely going to do it again. We'll wait for Dom. So Dom is the person who created it. His name is Dom2D on BGG, and you can see him on our streams every once in a while. He'll drop in, but he's the one that created that. He created it because he wanted to make sure he played all the content, and he says, "Well, if I do this, let's make it fun." So he made his own little campaign for himself, and it kind of became this big thing. He shared it, and then
and that goes back to the community behind United, that whole fan base,
right,
and like the homebrew stuff. Like Derek has done a lot of really cool homebrews. Anyway, we could keep talking about United, but whatever.
Fantastic game. Highly recommend it. Go check out, especially that one. There's other campaigns out there too. I looked at them. They look good, but I think Dom's simplicity of his campaign really caught my attention. Now, it is overwhelming because
I don't know if simplicity is the right word.
Well,
I think
it's
the logical.
Clean.
Yeah, it's very clean.
That's what I mean by that.
It's logical.
Yeah, and the nice thing is, if you don't have the content, you just skip over anything you don't have. So it's not a big deal to sit down and play it if you don't have everything. But or make your own campaign like Colin did. Colin made his own campaign for his kids because his kids have been loving United recently.
Yeah.
All right.
We made another.
another converted.
All right. For real, last call for battles. It is.
We're overtime. So, but again, we just have a good time hanging out with everybody. So, appreciate it again. Anything else? That's all I got. Okay.
Cool.
Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next time at the guild.
Bye.
Bye-bye.